Hello and welcome back to the Guns and Glory show. We are in the cabin. I'm putting a window in over here among a bunch of other things. I'm simply copying what they did over there with their framing, except using bigger header. And I got myself into a thing. Right now I've got everything marked out on the floor, like the fridge and how the door opens and stuff. The oven, how its door opens, and I was like, uh-oh. I got a room for the sink or the fridge because the sink would have to go here and you need like 2 feet to do that. Right in front of that window. It'd be nice to do the dishes there. So I was like, oh crap, what do? The best I could have done was I had a foot wide walkway right through here. And that's unacceptable. I mean, you're going to be leaning against the fridge to do the dishes. So we're going to make the house bigger. We're going to come out and put the doorway right here. And put the kitchen sink right here. We're just coming out 3 feet and going over 9 feet. Let me step back just a little bit. It'll fall. All right. And the door and the window are simply coming this way. And put a lean-to roof up to there, right on that line. So, that's all right. At this stage in the game, that's not too big of a deal. I got the window framed in. I found that treated board on 41. It was a 12-footer just hanging out. And it's a good thing because I wouldn't have had enough 2x4s. Actually, I would have. I've got this, like, corner that I have to take apart. But I don't want to take it apart. Now I'm going to see if the window will fit. I got the first window installed, at least temporarily. I'll have to take it back out to do the siding and the house wrap. I'm used to these kind of windows, so the horizontal orientation will take a little getting used to, but kind of nice to have a house with screens in it for a change. I've been thinking a lot about how we're going to open this kitchen area up by moving the front of the house forward 3 feet. I like that because instead of having a foot of walkway, I've got about 4 or 5. Anyway, I was looking at the floor plan layout, whatever you want to call it. Got the oven sitting here, washer and dryer here, the LED station handily in this corner with the vent right up there. That's convenient. Battery box over here. We got the bed over here in this corner. The piano over there. Reloading and swaging, which are interchangeable there, and the safe in the center. However, someday I might want to put a couch there instead of the reloading stuff. And I'd like the safe in the corner. So when I'm doing the hydronic, that's the plastic pipe under the concrete for the heat. I want to skip that area, that way we don't drill a hole in it someday for the safe mount and cause a big problem. Anyway, we've got a decent spot in the floor. But if I were to go out here and just move the entire front of the house forward 3 feet, I mean, I'm coming over 9 feet. I might as well go 20. Realistically. But if I did that, you're gonna have the same reaction over here, oops, with the floor as you did in the kitchen. It's just gonna open the whole thing up. I think it's gonna look fantastic too. Just coming out here thinking about how that's gonna be. I've got the lean-to roof just coming all the way across. It'll stop at the edge right above the edge of the windows. Whole thing comes forward, windows, doors. I think it'll look good. I really do. I'd come out 4 feet, which is what I've got for a concrete pad here, but I kind of like the little ledge. It makes weed whacking a lot easier. You can set things on it. Like, I don't know, that little squirrel that's tipped over. But it makes the building a lot cheaper to build because now I can buy like 8 and 10 foot lengths instead of longer. So that's what we're going to do. What I got to do now is I got to figure out how to make a header strong enough to hold that because we can't really just take the wall out, the building will fall over. There's obviously going to be a little step created by the board that's nailed on the face of the building to hold the rafter on for the roof. So I'm going to make like a little archway. I've always wanted an archway in a house. God's been so good to me in that respect. And I've been lately trying to be more grateful to him because he's really looked out for me in ways that were unforeseeable like that. There's a lot of stuff in this little house that I've always wanted. Like, I'm gonna build a train set that runs all the way around and probably goes down and through the beam and whatnot. I don't know. But he's really taken care of me in ways I couldn't even think of, and I'm grateful. But that's what we're gonna do. And oh yeah, I'm framing the door. Rather than making another video right now, I guess I'll just show this. All I did, I yanked on that window out there and it moved, so I just grabbed the pry bar, pulled it out. It was easy. Figured I might as well frame the door now. Now, I've got that bolt right in the way, because this is the top of the cabin floor. And I'm trying to get the door as low as I can so I don't have a step. And I've also found the center. I don't know if you can see it. No. I've drilled a bunch of holes in there on the dead center so that I can keep things in the middle from the outside, because I'm funny that way. I want it to look right. So anyway, I got to undo this window and put a door in. I think I'm going to grab the one out of the front of the trailer. But anyhow, that's what we're going to do. Till next time, toodles. Got the door roughed in. Except for those little blocks, I want that more continuous because it's on a seam. Pretty close to out of room up there, but we got it done. This corner is going to be interesting. The 2x6s will make it easier with the insulation, and I'm out of 2x4s. Everything I've gotten done so far, I've built with recycled goods taken out of this cabin, and a couple things brought up north from down south. Anyway, and made a couple of boxes of screws, nails, and stuff, hardware like that. So I gotta go get the door out of the trailer and put it in here. I got the cabin door in, right in the middle, just like I wanted it to be. Turned out pretty good. It just about broke apart trying to get it out of the trailer. And I would take a belt sander, flatten that down a little bit. That's why it was hanging up. But I want the door to open in the other direction. So this one's probably going to be like Ghost Man on first, or maybe it'll become the front door. I don't know. We'll see. But it got it framed, and I could do the siding outside if I want it, and I can do whatever interior work I want.